Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today because we're taking a lot of loot with us, including more bullets, which is very important. I am making a net profit, net hiccups, on our 9mm rounds, which is good, but we are also spending other rounds, and that is less good. Right now we're going to Krasnoznameni, because we have quests to do over there, and we're gonna kill some slavers, and we'll deal with that as the time comes. And we also have things on the way there. Oh, that is interesting. You cautiously approach a farm you noticed some time ago. It seems to be inhabited, but by honest folk, since gangsters rarely raise cattle, preferring instead to raid their neighbors. The silence is broken from time to time by the sound of an anxious hen or a bored cow. However, you remain on alert. Who can guess the customs of people who manage not only to survive but also raise cattle and crops in this godforsaken place? The harsh clack of a rifle bolt sliding into place suggests this question will be answered sooner rather than later. Freeze! Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you looking for? You feel the cold stare of a tall, well-built, let's see what I clicked on, right, just continue, well-built blue-eyed girl dressed in a tattered camouflage uniform. The bore of her tightly held gun is pointed right between your eyes. It's easy, okay, I was just exploring the area. The girl quickly raises her gun again, and you instinctively step back. She lowers the weapon, a contemptuous smile playing on her lips. Calm your wife down, not me, she says. Okay. When she realizes just how big a piece of shit she married, she says. At last you have a chance to look at the girl properly. The first thing you notice makes you feel weird. The fighter who's just challenged you is no more than 20. Which is opposed to every old screw bag around the wasteland. Are they really that old? Is it really not normal? And she says, and I'll have to think about you, explorer. You don't look like one of the local gangsters, but you can't pass for a merchant either. This is a problem. I would have allowed a merchant though, or through. She says, no questions asked. Father needs some stuff. Mum has some orders, and even the little one have been. The little ones, I assume, have been pestering us about the merchants going to visit. The girl muses to herself. Her gun, however, tracks your forehead when you try to sidle away from the cone of fire. At last, she seems to reach a decision. Okay, supposing you harbor no ill intent, what are you after? Bullets. I need bullets. Can I say that? I want nothing. Apparently, nothing is the answer here. I came here by mistake. Nothing really, I'm gonna say. I'd better talk to your parents, check if they need anything. And that's how you get out of that conversation and not get shot in the eyes. However, I'll go right back and ask her about, so who she is, what she feels about this place. I never remember what the third one is, and the fourth one is rumors. A young blue-eyed, yeah, I know that. I'm glad to see you, she says. You're one of very few nice people I've seen around here. Nice to hear. You mentioned you're waiting for a merchant? Why? The girl pats a small leather purse at her belt with a worried look on her face. There are 20 cartridges here, and when they run out, what then? There will be another raid, I know it. Stepa Balagan and his cutthroats have been silent too long. They must be preparing something nasty. I need at least 20 handfuls of gunpowder. I've been saving up for quite a while, but in the month since I placed my order, the merchant hasn't come. I'll give this money to you if you return with the gunpowder before he does, the merchant. I'll even add a small bonus on top. Deal? Yeah, deal. 20 handfuls, you say. Why not? I'll find the gunpowder, although it's gonna be tricky. The girl smiles happily, but quickly conceals her smile with indifference. Bring the gunpowder. Get the money. Is there anything else, or are you leaving? She's not actually concealing her smile. She's replacing her smile with indifference. Or with an expression of indifference. So I'd like to ask you a couple questions. The girl frowns and adjusts an impressive-looking gun belt. That depends on what you're interested in. It's been boring as hell recently, and I wouldn't mind a nice chat, but that doesn't mean I want to talk bullshit. Uh, right. Okay, so what are you doing and tell me about this place are the two middle questions. Okay, who are you? The girl fixes her gun on her belt and nods at you. My name's Alenka. Where I come from and what for is for the big boss up in the clouds to know. This isn't my real name or my real family, she says. I just live with them. I protect them from raids, usually alone. More out of habit than love at this point. What's your name? Boris. Glad to meet you, Boris. So, what are you doing? Well, she strokes her weather-beaten gun tenderly. I head the civil defense of this poverty-stricken farm, she says. This family has supported me ever since I was orphaned, under circumstances that remain a mystery. In return, I help them rebuff the attacks. I have no idea where I learned how to shoot. It seems as if I was born with this thing in my hands. The young fighter pats her improvised gun again, like it was a favorite pet. Because of me, they don't show their noses much around here. And I assume she's referring to bandits, not to the farm, because that would... Anyway, most of the local gangs have decided it's not worth the effort. This family has almost nothing to take, and anyone who tries it is going to lose at least 1 or 2 men before they get to me. The only one who still gives me trouble is Stepa Balagan, but I sort of understand him. His elder brother was sent to the sky, literally and figuratively, after tripping one of the mines. That calls for revenge. One of your mines, I would assume? Huh. If you can pay, I might know a way to make this Stepa lie low. As in 6 feet under low. My lines are very good. Oh, look at that. It's another one of those cars that we saw in Krasnozameni. Oh, except this one doesn't have a hood. The girl shakes her head. No. I'll not tolerate... I will tolerate no interference in this matter. You think Stepa is broke? If he wanted, he could hire a gang to shell out our farm with grenades or a sniper to silence me, but he doesn't because he wants to deal with me himself, in person. When he comes out of his hole, I'll be more than happy to have a little chat with him. And she checks her weapon's load. Her smile clearly and unambiguously says that for all your enthusiasm, you would be a 5th wheel in that conversation. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. All my enthusiasm? You would be a 5th wheel in that conversation. I don't even know why. Where are the 4th wheel? Oh, right. It's like a car. My enthusiasm. I'm very enthusiastic about this. So tell me about your farm. I'm very enthusiastic about the farm. It's just what it looks like. A hole. That's not what it looks like. That's figurative. You used the word figuratively before. You know what figurative means. Figure of speech. That's what it comes from anyway. It's only thanks to someone's stubbornness that we haven't set out for Krasnozameni as refugees. Although it makes some kind of sense. The house is lopsided. We have gangsters pestering us. You have to ride for days to get supplies or help or anything else. Yet this land belongs to us, and that means something. What are rumors? What are the locals talking about, I ask. And she says, the locals. Well, the men complain that their wives don't let them drink as much as they want, and the women are looking for adventurers. I thought they would be complaining that their men drink too much. If you're interested in... Also, why are they looking for adventurers? No, they're not looking for adventurers. They are looking for adventurers, which I... too would if my partner would just drink too much. If you're interested in rumors, whatever kind of adventure that is, if you're interested in rumors, I know one from a merchant who got lost on his way here. There was a gang laying in ambush for a merchant or a small caravan near a camp of the local thugs. The local thugs have many camps. What they saw instead was a man dressed oddly for the weather. Sounds like me, honestly. In a wide-brimmed hat, wool coat, and thick gloves. And behind him, he was pulling a coffin by a length of twine. The gangsters came out of cover and demanded he explain what was going on. The merchant said he was going to bury a friend. They didn't believe him. I bet that box is stuffed with goods, they said. Open it. He shrugged, walked around the coffin and raised the lid. Inside was a pre-war Maxim gun. I don't know what that is. The Maxim gun. It was fully restored and functioning with a bipod and 200 cartridge belt. The bad guys were routed on to the spot, long enough to accommodate about 50 rounds from the Maxim. This very specific details all around. He took the entire gang down with one burst, all except one guy, whom he ordered to tell his story to the Wastelanders. Huh, running across a funeral procession is said to bring bad luck, and that was particularly bad streak to luck for them, I'd say. No, I wouldn't. First off, they didn't run across a funeral procession, so that's that stopped right there. Really, it was a freaking machine gun inside a coffin. So you have to run. Thank you. That might be a reference to a movie or something like that. I wouldn't know. We got a chicken over there. We got a cow over there. We have not a big map. Okay, that's good-ish. I kind of like getting all the loots. We have a truck over here. No loots. A bunch of, I don't know what this would be. Potatoes? No. There's radishes in there. Or beetroots or whatever this game wants to call them. Or, no, yeah, she didn't like it. Did I talk to you? I did not. Oh, is that the small one? Or one of the small ones? I don't know if she talked to... Yeah, she had there was a typo there. So let's have a chat with, yeah, that's a young girl, I would say. In front of you stands a small, slim girl in a light summer dress. Okay, so maybe she's an adult, I don't know. Even though you're certain she's at least 18, you notice some of the teenage features in her frame, which would make sense considering she's at least 18, so she would still be a teenager. Her body is thin and sort of lanky. Her knees are bruised. She's awkward, as in... I have no idea what awkward means. Natural blush never leaves her cheeks. Her eyes are full of mischief, and she's still, yeah. You see a teenager, not a grown-up woman. That's what it is. Hi, where are you from? She asks. From Earth. Very good, my character. Was she passing by? Can I ask you a couple of questions? No, you can't, the girl says, laughing, turns abruptly and pretends she's going to walk away. But at the last moment, she turns back and, with a shy smile playing on her lips. Okay, you can, but don't expect any interesting answers. Aw, come on. So the woman at the gate mentioned you all need a merchant here? She listens to you angrily. She's being a moron again. What do I care if he comes or not, as if I had money? I'm just a child. The last word seems to be especially hard for the girl, which kind of suggests that she has been, hammered that word into... She has had that word hammered into her, or into her head, by just being like, you don't have any say, you're just a child, by whoever is in charge of her. That kind of makes it sound like that, doesn't it? Maybe she's heard me complaining that there's no one even to talk to in this hole. Again, using the word hole. You've come from the big world, right? Tell me, how is it? Yeah, for somebody that complains about not being able to talk to anyone, you're very quick to say that you're not going to have any interesting... You're sort of being counterproductive here, lady. Anyway, better than here, I can tell you. How is it? Oh, the world. Well, I don't know. It's boring. No, yeah, you're lucky you haven't seen this hell on Earth, girl, I'm gonna say. I don't believe you, okay? She asks. The girl clenches her fists so tightly they go white. The knuckles do anyway. Tears swell in her eyes. She's very upset. I'm so sorry. She says, if what I have here is a good life, then I don't want to leave at all. Who does? Life is a tough thing. My God. Forget it, she says. Let's talk about something else and call it a day. Okay, so what's your name? Ella. The girl manages to utter, she says that with a visible difficulty. By the way you've just said it, I could think it was the first time you pronounced your name. What's wrong? You can tell me. She shivers and blushes after your comment. Well, the thing is, my real name... Oh. It's not my real name, she says. Ella is what we thought of... What? Ella is what we thought of with my dad. And my real name is Electra. I have no idea what that means by thinking of with her dad. The girl turns her embarrassed face away from you and mumbles the next phrase under her breath. It's a name for an imbecile, she says. Mum found it in some old book. I hate her. Life is hard as it is without this idiotic name. Well, I think Electra is a very beautiful name. It's elegant and original. It's nice. The girl muses over your words for a second and then smiles. I have no idea why it's a name for imbecile. I don't know what it means. I do know what it means. It means ember. Right? I believe it's what it stands for. It's from the Greek. Ember is also a word, which is also very pretty. Let's see, she says, maybe. I've never thought of it that way. Definitely that way. Electra, it's like electricity, like a lightning. Mom and Dad are so scared of it at night. I like it. Sounds good. But I think I'll keep on calling myself Ella for now. I'm used to it, and it doesn't freak people out. Yeah, it definitely made it sound like you were used to it. Visible difficulty is the way my narrator described you. I gained a bunch of experience, though, so I like that. So what do you do here? Nothing. Wait until I become a disgusting old crone, she says, like my mum, or a party crasher like Alenka. A party crasher? What in the world is a party crasher? What is that supposed to be? What, seriously, what is this? Is like a party? What is the word? Party monster? I think party monster is the, is like somebody that just loves to party all the time. That sounds like doesn't sound like anybody that I know, though. Alenka, I don't know that name. So what about this place? She says, the most boring place on Earth. The place I'll run away from one day. Such a dumpster. At least she didn't call it a hole, so I like that. Okay. Have you heard any interesting rumors? Are you kidding? Interesting here? Well, I don't know. If you consider mutants, gangsters, and spikes interesting. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. Thank you very much for your time. Let me press the right key to highlight any button or any things. Because I pressed tab and that centered it. Oh, maybe that's Alenka. Did I learn the name of her? Alyonka. That sounds like Alenka, so it probably is. She just pronounced it differently because of cultural differences. She's from a different part of Russia. Can I? Oh. No, not that. Go away. She didn't see it. What is that? What did I just pick up? A plastic ring. A ring made out of plastic. Looks simple, but maybe you should keep it. Yeah, it weighs 0, so I definitely will keep it. Hi. In front of you, there's a woman in her 40s in a small calico dress and heeled shoes which look a bit out of context in the place where even roads are for the most part made of dirt. Utterly surprised you even see makeup on her face, which is indeed a rare sight in the wasteland. Is it? I suppose. Maybe. I don't know. How did people do their face before there was, sort of industrially made makeup? There's all sorts of techniques for that. I don't know them. Let's see. Welcome to our farm, she says. Who are you? Yeah, the girl at the gate, apparently not the woman, because I referred to her as a woman before. The girl at the gate mentioned you needed a merchant. She sighs deeply. Since sand plague spread across our fields, our cattle have felt very bad. I would say has felt very bad. Anyway, we need casparamide badly. It's a human medication, but people say it helps animals too. 5 packs of each. If you help us, I'll be extremely grateful, young man. I have money to pay, and of course a little extra for your effort. Absolutely. I think I have that. I have 20. How much did she ask? 5 each? But what do you mean 5 each? Yeah, strange as it may seem, I happen to have the pills on me. How much did she take? 20. I bet if I dropped them from here, or if I traded them to her or something, I would be able to sort of screw the quest up. Because that's a thing you can do in games that allow you to trade like this sometimes, because the script triggers in certain places and not others. Anyway. Oh, this is good news. That is good news. Here's the money I saved up for this. Let me have a look at the goods. The woman examines the casparamide, without an E at the end. Oh, it was only 5. Oh, that's a pretty good price then. The casparamide you brought, makes sure it is quality stuff, and takes it. Then she transfers you the money that by far covers your expenses. Looks wonderful, she says, without... It looks wonderful. Can we have... Like, it's good for a character to say this, words like this, or sentences like this, like every once in a while. A specific character says it all the time, some people sometimes say it for style, but this is just consistent. It just sounds like mistranslation to me. Anyway, thank you so much, he says. I just need to use this magical substance wisely, and no pestilence will threaten my cattle, she says. Oh, and by the way, I say this as my mother tongue. We don't use, like this would be a perfectly normal language, or a perfectly normal sentence. Because in Portuguese, we just cut the subject of the sentence a lot. I assume the same happens for Russian, because well, this is way too consistent in the text here. I wouldn't be surprised that it happens. It happens for a lot of Romance languages, so for Russian might as well. Might happen as well, I mean. But yeah, in English, you always say the subject. Or not always, but, you know, it's completely different. If you know different languages, maybe you can have a different perspective on how often you say, like, it looks wonderful in comparison to looks wonderful. Looks wonderful is not grammatically correct, just for starters, and it also doesn't sound like anything that, like, a thing people would say anyway. It's just sort of weird. You know, like, it's not like, sounds good. Sounds good works, because that's, you know, people say that a lot. Looks wonderful? They don't say that much. Anyway, okay, young man. Talk about, yes. So, who are you? My name is Yana, she says. Don't introduce yourself. I have bad memory for names anyway. That's very efficient. What do you do here? Young man, nothing of any interest, she says. For the most part, I look after dumb, ingrate beasts. And cattle too, of course. And that was supposed to be a joke. So what is this place? This used to be a part of my parents' country house. Now it's our permanent residence. Dark, distant, boring, and dangerous. But it's home, as we know it. Okay, rumors? Rumors? Well, a stalker I know mentioned that the band The Singing Earthlings, that I loved as a child, survived the war. They disbanded, but their leader, Podchibyakin, is planning to unite the performers again, and if they had a tour with atomic love guns. She doesn't finish the sentence, though. Yeah, that's probably a reference to either a real band or I don't know. That's interesting. Can I take that? Nope. Probably won't be able to do this. No. I wonder if I can push her or something. No. Well, that's that, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I don't treat Ellie as Ellie. I treat her as Electra, even though she specifically told me that she goes by Ellie. Yeah. Okay, nothing here? Nothing here. Okay, sounds good to me. Oh, there's something there. Probably locked. Bullets. I'll take those. Very, very needed. Although, yeah, they don't need bullets. They only need gunpowder. It's all fine. Where do they sleep? In there. This is a very tiny place, isn't it? They have 2 outhouses, though. So, living in luxury there. Oh, there's a bottle over here. Probably won't be able to take it with the guy over here. Can I take that? No. Let's not mess around, because that's the 3rd warning I get from her. So it's probably better to not mess around. Okay. So well, it's a nice visit. They don't really sell much, which is a shame. But I did get some bullets, not the ones I need, but you know, whatever. So we could go over there, and I have enough money for that. We've been over here. I kind of want to go over here as well. That is the Red Fighter. Have we been to the Red Fighter? I believe we have. I just don't remember what's in there. Oh, right, I remember. It's the it's that place with the where I found Hexagon or whatever his name is. Ooh, I'm gonna talk my way out. Man, I just keep failing these. I mean, it's a good thing that I'm running out of space, and running out of health as well. Hexagon just took a serious hit to the face. Brass knuckles over there. 3-barreled handgun. That's quite something over there then. A rusty sawed-off shotgun and a zip gun. Okay, this would be amazing if I could get some kills in here. That's pretty bad. Nice. That grenade was lucky that it missed. I don't actually know who threw the grenade. We're probably gonna die here. Let's see. So you need to die. You didn't die. Okay, well, let's try that again then. I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction here. Also because I don't need to go over there. Also, I'm pretty sure I don't need to go over there either, because there was nothing there. You know, you'd expect tunnels to be like a you know, a place where people would hide or make, you know, settle down and all that sort of stuff. Let me just save Oh, there it is. Talk my way out. My chances are getting lower. Do you see 43? Maybe these guys are tougher. Oh, this is a good place then. Oof. What the heck is that? That's a shot-off shotgun. A pry bar. That sounds good to me. An M700 and... Yeah, this is gonna result in death. Oh. They're slave hunters. I think we're gonna die. I also messed up, but... Oh, I just died. Okay. Yeah, let's just... It's that... Yep. We need to... I was waiting until I got red hunger, because, you know, that's better. Oh! This is a thing. Let's just go around with yellow hunger. My game was auto-saved. Oh. This is interesting. There's nobody around so far. Might put that on aimed, because I wouldn't be able to survive that encounter anyway, but I did mess up, so let's not mess up again. There's some things in here. Some paper. Some empty bottle. And an empty tin. Absolutely. Tin can, I would assume. Could be a team bottle, I suppose. What do we have? Are we gonna go through? Oh, please don't send me to the other side. Oh, don't give me... Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Ish. I mean, experience. It's very dark as well. And it's the end of the episode as well. So, yeah, for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Atom RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.